Hello YouTube, this is Ira Shadow speaking. Um, I'm just making this little video so that I can basically announce that I'm going to be doing something a little bit more different than what I've been doing right now on my channel. I'm going to actually start doing a segment called Breaking Point, where I'm going to be basically looking for the hardest games, like the games from the past that I've had a fucking immense amount of hard time, like an immensely, insanely bad hard time just trying to complete them. I'm going to play them until I reach my breaking point with the game. Um, I don't know what the first, like, like, I'm, I'm guaranteeing you right now that these are not going to be full playthroughs of the games. They're going to be until I can't fucking stand it anymore. Just to give you a heads up, I will tell you a few games that I have in mind that are going to be played. I'm talking games like Ghosts and Goblins. I'm talking about, you know, the original Fatal Frame. I've had a huge fucking problem with. Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 are probably going to are definitely going to be on there. Sonic 06 is going to be on there. Uh, what else can I think of? Bloodborne is definitely going to be on there. That's a priority. And I hate to say it, but fucking Spelunky and Resident Evil, believe it or not, the first ever Resident Evil is a fucking pain in the ass to me, and I think that's where I'm going to start with Resident Evil. So I don't really know how I'm going to do this. Like, I haven't played a lot of these games in like a few years. It's been a long while, but I will definitely get around to doing this stuff. So, if you guys can also think about anything that, any like ridiculously hard game, and I mean ridiculously hard, whether it be on, but like, try to stay away from games I would have to play on a Nintendo console because I don't feel like putting up with Nintendo's bullshit, which is mainly why I'll be playing like Ghosts and Goblins on the PS3, which is basically, I think it's like Ghosts and Goblins and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I don't know. But yeah, just try to keep it away from a Nintendo console because like a lot of people think that Zelda 2 is really hard. Well, I've beaten it, and I've beaten it pretty easily, and didn't really get upset. I don't get upset during gaming a lot. It's just some games like I'll bring back Fatal Frame for instance. The first Fatal Frame was such a fucking piece of shit. I hate that fucking game. I hate the original Fatal Frame. I've never beaten it, by the way. I've never beaten the original Fatal Frame. I always get to the third night, and then all hell breaks loose, and I just fucking done. Done. But I've beaten the other two. I've beaten Fatal Frame 2, the Crimson Butterfly, and the third one, I can't really remember what the fuck it was. Anyway, yeah, so that's just going to be a little bit of a taste of what's going to happen. Uh, I'm going to do some more research and find pretty much the worst games I could possibly get my hands on. Looking at my PlayStation 3 collection, I'm seeing a lot of relatively easy games like God of War and all that stuff. PlayStation 4 games, I think like the hardest game I have is probably The Evil Within, so I might give that a try. I'm not really good at that game anymore, but I'll just try to figure out a whole bunch of shit. But I think I'm definitely going to start with Resident Evil 1 because it's probably, like, now that it's been digitally remastered, it's a lot better looking. But, I do have a really bad past with Resident Evil. I've never beaten it. Never beaten it. I've beaten Resident Evil 2 all the way up to Resident Evil 5, and then I stopped playing I didn't play Resident Evil 6. I played Raccoon City. I played Revelations. I never bothered with Revelations 2, and that's pretty much as far as I've gone with fucking Resident Evil. But as same with like Sonic 06, I've gotten ridiculously far into the game, and I've only beaten it once. I couldn't give two fucks about like all the emblems or anything. It's just the game. The worst part about the game is the fucking loading screens. And mind you, I'll be playing it on the PlayStation 3, so the loading screens are just going to be ridiculous. I'll probably rage before the first level loads. But, you know, that's the whole point. I just want to see like how far I can get on certain things, on certain games, and, you know, just try. Just try my fucking damnedest. Anything else that was there anything else? Yeah, I think games like Spelunky are going to be really short. Really short. I cannot fucking play that game worth a damn. You know, I might throw Silent Hill Downpour in there because I just couldn't get very far in that fucking game at all. Like Silent Hill, like the first three Silent Hills, I played and I beat them, but you know, the third one, or no, Silent Hill 3 I beat. I didn't beat any of the ones after that because they were just so fucking shitty. And then most of them were on the PSP, and I didn't bother like playing a lot of games on the PSP. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to Dark Souls. I swear, I told myself I would never go back to Dark Souls, especially Dark Souls 2. I got pretty far in the original Dark Souls, and that one was pretty easy compared to like Dark Souls 2. So I'll probably cross Dark Souls off the list and just go with Dark Souls 2 because it was so much fucking harder. Anything else? Just trying to think of games off the top of my head. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up about like a new direction I was thinking about going. Most of you who like look at my playlist would probably notice I had like a playlist set up for Far Cry 4. Well, I'm actually going to hold off on that until because I don't really want to play through the entire game again. I just recently platinumed it not too long ago before like the Valley of the Yetis came out. So I was thinking more along the lines of like finding a co-op partner and then just fucking around Karat. So any of you who are on my PlayStation Network friends list and have the game and you want to fuck around in Karat, you know, just do some stupid shit, whatever. That'll probably be a go. Just send me a message and we'll get that shit sorted out, set up whenever I have time. Kind of busy these days, but you know, one day at a time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys